So
Hello
anyway,
and
Alex shit himself.
welcome. Yep.
What the hell kind of thing is this new? There's a new thing now, a countdown? No, I don't buy it. We've been
No, that
recording
one
for over.
that one actually was just because I needed there was like a clear delineation and I needed to start up again. All
Just
right.
clap when no one's looking.
I've done that a couple times actually. You'll notice I do like sometimes I'll do like a specific hand motion to like catch my attention when I'm going through on the editing software. Like if I do this, if I'm doing like this or something, like if you see me like do
The
this
Emperor
like
Palpatine.
yeah, like that's me catching my attention so I know where to edit.
I don't need to audio sync. I can figure that out in post.
Yep. No, dude, Premiere does a great job of keeping the audio synced, actually.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, hello and welcome to the MegaMonsterCast, where today we are talking about episode 16 of Ultraman Orb. I am Nick
Or
with...
whatever Josh decided to watch.
Yeah,
Fucking
yep. We're gonna have to stop it again.
17. I need you
I
guys
don't
to
have much
fully.
more beer to sacrifice to this endeavor.
I
Yeah,
told
I
you,
already
you should have
committed too
saved
much.
it and glued it back on for
That
this.
would have been good. Just like, but it's like really obvious there's glue underneath.
Super patchy.
Just gonna start like collecting my head hairs and just.
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't match at all.
Yeah. So we're talking about episode 16 of Ultraman Orb. This one has many things that are amazing about it. It's not the downer of like the last episode. Still kind of a downer episode, but like there's a lot going on in this one. Which honestly, we're in a really good string of episodes for a while. Like we're kind of in the middle of a bunch of really good episodes for this show.
It doesn't have to get worse. They could all just be this good.
I mean, like it's hard to beat the last couple of episodes. I'm gonna be honest. Like we have some really good ones still coming, and there's some different tones that they use to like have good episodes that aren't as serious as this one. But like we're in a
I can see
really
that.
good patch, like a really, really good patch where like we've had a couple of episodes here and there that aren't great in Orb. This string of like 14 to I'd make the argument at least 18 is all really good.
I mean, they've got the Ultraman established. We kind of have an expectation. You don't have to do a lot of backstory
Mhm.
unless you want to, and then that's literally exploratory exposition. So they're in a really good place narratively
Mhm.
for this, and all you need is a good writer and director combo, and the show really shines when it wants to.
Yep. Yeah, so our episode starts with Shin and Jeddah coming to visit Naomi. They've decided they're going to try to avoid talking about Guy, which means, of course, Guy will come up non-stop in conversation.
Okay, now this is where we discovered I watched the wrong episode last time.
Yep.
And my question still stands: was there a weird edit
Yes,
for
there
you
is.
guys
Yeah.
here?
There is a weird
Yeah,
edit,
Okay.
there was
yes.
a series of weird edits.
Yeah. Where they're talking about not Russia, and then suddenly, it cuts a little bit. Which I
Mhm.
The
wonder.
first time that it did it, it really caught me off guard.
Mhm.
And I literally thought that my browser skipped.
Yep.
Yeah, same.
It does make me wonder if maybe they just thought they felt they couldn't get rid of these specific parts of the episode, but they have a certain like runtime they have to do. So they just
No.
cut tiny bits of the conversation in the middle.
No.
That would be
No, I
great.
don't buy that for a second. I think this was comedic timing on the editor's part.
I mean, that's probably it, but like it's just a weird one where it's like cut 2 seconds, cut again.
Like they literally were doing it where they would cut it off a second, like the moment they were about to say Guy's name. Like
Uh-huh.
that was the point.
No,
And
so it's clear that his time machine is working again because he just went back and stopped himself from saying those names.
That's probably it. That's the new headcanon. He's using the time
I
manipulator
just
again.
server muted Josh.
You are a bitch.
Oh, it's great. Oh, it's fantastic.
So anyway, I stand by what I said, and he used his time
But no
machine.
one heard it. But
Oh, yeah.
no one heard it.
So anyway, the reason why there's weird cuts is because he used his time machine, froze time, and made sure that guy's name was never.
I will
never
abuse
spoken.
this power. Do not force me.
Mhm.
I will force whatever I please.
Yeah. Also, it's not technically Russia. It's Rusalka.
I noticed that too. I'm like, is this not Russia?
It's Russia.
No.
It's Russia with extra status.
So it's not Natasha, it's Nataska or something, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
No, it's still Natasha.
Oh, okay.
Also, the fucking entrance of Mom and Uncle where they're like,
I was so blown away by this moment.
So
This
turned on.
is when I knew this was the best episode thus far.
it's a pretty fucking great way for them to walk into the room.
And like I was halfway into this scene because they're like, nope, we're just gonna live in this moment for a second.
Yep.
I'm like, did they do this bit for an entrance?
Yeah.
Turns out there's actual narrative reasons why they did this.
Yeah.
I almost wanted them not to have a reason for this. This seemed like something that they both would do as characters because we see, like, again, this episode reinforces my theory that Uncle is literally
Yeah, all right. Yep, cool.
is on purpose. Is on purpose because
Josh,
he'll
Jesus
he
Christ.
like lean. He's clearly visible to the entire crew. The entire crew. Everybody can see his face. We're all in a circle here. He goes all the way around.
God damn it, Josh. That's so bad.
Question mark.
All right, Alex, we got about half of that with the server mutes.
Fuck you.
Uh,
Fuck you. I will rework this server. Do not start with me. Someone's getting demoted.
Not before
Someone's
I demote
getting demoted.
myself.
yeah, so
I swear to God, this is a comedic bit for him. Like I would go and watch his stand up.
Oh yeah. See, I feel like if anything, it's Mom that's like the one who's really pushing for this though. She's got that flair for the dramatic. Like she's into this idea. She
Dude,
I
did
want
not
to know
need
what kind of
this.
glue she used on that mustache because, like, you hear her rip that off.
She commits to not crying too. Like that had to have hurt.
I mean, that was some serious that didn't feel like Foley work at all. That was on set ripping sound.
Yeah. But then we get the return of the nesting doll.
Yeah,
Because
as if
poetry.
they needed to beat you over the head like I needed to be beat over the head with it last few episodes. Like, yeah, what about the yeah, stupid, it's an allegory.
Yep. Don't you understand this yet? People have layers, and you need to make sure you don't go too deep because you don't know what's at the center.
People are like onions.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shrek was right.
Yeah.
God.
I'm
just looking
give
up
Shrek a philosophy degree.
God, I fucking love those. Like, seriously, I would watch like an 8-episode series of just Uncle and Mom like going on wacky adventures together.
That is the buddy cop we've all wanted.
Mm-hmm.
It's the real chips.
But we find out the actual reason why they're in disguise is because the media is outside. Because, of course, Naomi is now known by the media since she was inside of a giant dragon mech that destroyed the city and was almost killed by Orb.
And clearly they want her dead.
Well, so my thing is like, everyone's like, ew, maybe Orb's like a bad guy. Like, no, he destroyed the dragon mech that was destroying the city still. That mech nuked part of the city. You guys are real quick to say he's a bad guy because one girl and a fucking jet. Like, he hurt 2 humans. The fucking dragon mech nuked part of the city.
Yeah, but
I mean, this kind of has
Godzilla?
a lesser of two evils argument to it going
Mhm.
on, but this is you know you tend to side with Naomi's mom at this moment.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. I'm playing the devil's advocate of like people were fucking quick to jump off of the orb wagon. This dude saved your city how many times?
Well, she just doesn't want her daughter being with Guy, so
But
she can be with Guy.
I don't
Yes.
understand it, therefore it's scary.
Yes. He has that face now with the weird eyes, and we don't like that, and he's too jacked now.
Oh, we don't like weird eyes. That's not problematic.
Yeah, when he has weird eyes and he's jacked, he's scary.
What is happening?
It's because Thunderbruster has like the fucking
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, he's got the venom eyes.
yeah. He's got weird eyes and he's jacked, and that makes him scary. Because now he looks kind of like Belial.
I mean,
Hell
Burn
yeah.
Mite was cool.
Burn Mite is again. I've really come around on this rewatch for Burn Mite. Like, I used to be not a fan of it, and I've really changed my opinion now.
He's so cool.
Again,
And he comes in
agree
and he
now.
comes in handy in this episode, which I liked again.
Mhm. There's, dude, when we get to the fight's so good. Yeah. We also find out the VTOL are potentially going to try to attack Orb because they think that maybe he's a menace to society, like Spider-Man.
Yeah, like not
Oh
only
my
is
god, it is
it
a Spider-Man allegory.
yeah, right.
Mhm.
But not only is it very nice, very nice, and the public that turns on him immediately, it's the military forces
Oh
that
yeah.
also are like, oh yeah, no, he does one thing questionable, I will murder you.
Well,
He
I mean,
knocked one of
technically, he
our
did.
jets out of the air.
Yeah, I was gonna say there were
But
two
springs,
questionable
guys,
things.
springs.
Yeah, the spring saved him, which means the Spring Man just got a new government contract with a bonus.
Is it the
He really
Spring
did
Man
though.
that just sullied Orb's name?
Oh, also, Josh,
Is that what happened?
side note, Josh, I want you to look up Spring Man from Kinnikuman. This will
I
make you
was
happy.
Oh,
literally
I
in my
know.
head. I was in my head going, spring.
Uh,
I'm together with you.
Alex, look up Spring Man
I don't know if I
Kinnikuman.
want to do this.
It's
Yes, you do.
amazing. It's amazing.
Kinnikuman is
Spring
one of the
man,
greatest animes.
While you're looking that up,
come together with your plan.
Naomi's mom correctly analyzes that women Naomi's age. Yep, yep, yep. I'm happy you saw that.
Okay.
Yep, yep. Kinnikuman's fun.
What does that remind? It's not Rayman that reminds me. There's something that reminds me of. God, that's gonna bother me.
Earthworm Jim?
What?
Earthworm Jim.
Yeah.
That's what it
So
reminds you of.
Naomi's mom analyzes that, hey, all girls your age are really into those strong, silent, emotionally unavailable types, but instead you should get with a guy who's got his feet on the ground. And she pulls Uncle in on this, like, isn't that right, huh? You're a fucking square.
He's like, why are you bringing me in on this?
You have a wife and child. We haven't seen that yet, but that's true.
Yeah, but it turns out Uncle is one hell of a man.
I mean, he is.
Just off doing MIB escapades.
And I watched that episode. That was a good episode.
Did you watch episode 18 already? God damn it, Josh.
God damn it! You fucking manga reader.
Oh, by the way, Nick, I posted your next figure.
Okay, I'll check it out in a second.
1 sec.
It's very appropriate for this episode now.
Okay.
For the low cost of $300.
Jesus Christ. Christ, 1 second. I have to see this, apparently. There's other figures that I have to get that are expensive as fuck already. I have so many fucking figures that I'm supposed to be getting at some point or another.
Yeah, that sounds like the figures at KamehaCon.
Oh, I mean, you'll honestly like this figure as well.
You put it in the chat.
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
What?
I have thought about getting the Kinnikuman SHFs. They're just expensive.
Mm-hmm.
What? This is the thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude,
What?
Kinnikuman was like super big at one point.
Yeah, you might remember it back in the day as Muscle Man.
I wouldn't.
And
But
then
good
all
try.
the muscle. Yes. Goddamn, I'm so distracted now by the talk of Kinnikuman. At some point we gotta hit on that one because that's a fun show. Yeah. So Uncle, being the emotionally mature one of this brother-sister combo, talks
Which
about how
is
Naomi is
weird.
in shock over Guy leaving.
Right.
And we get the flashback to the time she talked with him about the nesting doll.
It was at this moment I was like, wait, is this a clip show? Like, no, hold on.
We'll give you
Yep.
plenty of warning before that.
Oh yeah. And then Guy
Well, I was
goes.
wondering if I was pulling a Josh and just pulled up the wrong episode.
I mean, so this is kind of a clip show. It does have
Wow.
flashbacks in it because it also we
But
get
they're new flashbacks.
no. So yes and no. Actually, a lot of that flashback we get to 100 years ago, we've already seen. We just never heard what was going on. We've only seen visions of it, but now we hear what Guy's saying during it.
Yeah, sure. It's a reveal of what we've seen.
Yep. Where now we get more context to what's going on.
Yeah.
We also get context of how Guy met Natasha,
No.
Naomi's great grandmother.
Yeah. Can we just say how much of a wig this wig is?
The one that she's
For
wearing?
Natasha? Yes.
Yes.
It's got some wig energy for sure.
Mm-hmm.
God does it.
Like I feel like her hair color is probably that color, but I feel like they she has short hair and they wanted long hair.
Imagine the fact that her head is lumpy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like they definitely put her in a wig, but I feel like it was like it would be really great if your hair was like 8 inches longer. And we're not gonna get you extensions, so here's a wig.
I was gonna say that's a big ass 8 inches. That's like 12.
No, like
It
she
doesn't,
has.
it doesn't help that they put all of her hair in a bunch, like right at the crest of her head.
Yeah. Yeah. So then we get the fight again, and again, I'd like to point out that this is also the first time we get the context of so every time we see this flashback, we see that Orb is holding the sword, and when he's doing this attack that destroys Zeton, it breaks as he's doing it. Like if
Oh,
you
it
look
does.
closely, you can see that it breaks as he's doing his attack.
And then the discharge happens.
Yes, and then the discharge hole. And Guy is devastated by this this turn of events because he thinks Natasha is dead. And now we get Guy and Juggler talking to each other.
Which
we're not going to come into
I
a
was so happy to
situation
see
where it
Juggler
turns
back.
out she's not actually dead. She's been alive this whole time.
All 108 years. Yes.
Suspended in animation or something.
Yep. But no, this is again, anytime that Guy and Juggler just get to have like a one-on-one conversation where neither one looks at the other is great. And Juggler's like, "Oh yeah, Belial awakened your true nature. This is what you really are now.
A monster."
Yep, let's test that power out. Now you're the darkness. And what does that make me? He doesn't really say that, but that's kind of what he's going for. And then
I'm Ultraman now.
Yep. And then we get something that Alex has been waiting months for.
What's that?
So this portal opens up and a fucking tail comes down because fucking Juggler has managed to take Maga Orochi's tail.
I thought it was
because why not?
Yep. And he's using that as part of a catalyst to do his own fusion rise with kaiju cards.
I have been asking why this hasn't been a thing for a while. This is true.
And now you know why it's not happening ever again.
It's awesome. What?
He needed the tail, and now he used it.
Yeah, but it's like Pokemon when they did Megas. We don't get them again until like 4 seasons after this.
Fun fact, Josh, we will get this consistently in Geed.
And that's 4 seasons from now.
Yep, 4 seasons from now.
I like that this has got to be a original costume, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is one of the few originals they did for this.
That's great.
Yep.
I also wanted Juggler to get involved in the fight. I wanted the monster fusion. Like this just scratched the itch I had this whole season.
Yep.
I need few things else from this season.
Well, it also doesn't hurt that Zapandon is really fucking good looking.
Oh, it's I love this combo design.
Yep.
I don't like the roar though.
It's better than the Monster and Arcs roar.
That's fair.
No, it's that little like upbeat like digital sound they put in at the end of his roar. Like,
I can kind of see it.
I don't mind that nearly as much as you do, I guess.
It reminds me of Battlefront 2 when you're doing Conquered mode or Galactic mode, and it's doing that do 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 as it's zooming in.
Oh, really? When it
like do 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 do.
Yeah.
Ding. Do 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 do. Ding.
Yeah, so then we get
It's like, I wish I could server mute your ass.
Nah, it's fun. Yeah, so then we get
I don't think any of the three of us need that power.
No. So we get this nice. Honestly, it's a pretty solid fight. I don't think it's the best fight we've had, but this is a really good fight. Where we see what Zapandon can do, and like this thing's got a bunch of abilities, which is kind of cool. Like I like the two like little like sub mouths being able to shoot their own energy beams.
Can I just say that the portrayal of this monster felt like Juggler was inside the monster?
Oh yeah.
It was sassy in the most amazing ways.
Like when he eats the fucking energy blade.
Not that. Not that. It's the fact that he picks his teeth.
Yep.
It was the tooth picking that got me over the edge. I'm like, yep, that's it.
Well, that
No,
then,
it's
like,
the fact
immediately,
that
like,
he goes.
yeah, he's like,
No, that was
and
icing.
come on
That was
over."
icing, guys.
Yep.
That was icing. The amount of disrespect in the whole, oh yeah, I ate your shit, and then I picked it out of my teeth was so mwah,
Yep.
amazing.
No,
Come on.
it's such a like,
The writers know how Juggler would behave.
oh yeah, like
they have the characterizations of at least their principal cast. Actually, I would say I think that they know exactly how every character should behave.
oh yeah,
Like they have
absolutely.
a really good, I guess, consistent writing staff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, you have to remember, like, they have a Bible for this show where this is chapter 6 of the Bible. Like,
No,
they
okay,
they have
very well established.
they have essentially thousands of years of material established for how these characters are supposed to act and how they, like, depending at which part of the chapters they're at. Like, they know the characters back and forward.
Like sometimes I can get really bogged down. Like there's a big issue, for instance, with the Marvel universe being all committed to one universe and that making it really hamstrung with the way they can tell stories with the audience expects it to be consistent, whereas like Ultraman kind of has this everyone kind of exists in its own
Yep.
reality, its own space,
Yep.
but they're all sort of in the same continuity if you want,
Yep.
which is
Yep.
nice for the yeah, I think that gives the audience member the choice of being the hardcore lore nerd or being the I don't want to say casual, but being more of like the high level enjoyer.
Mhm.
Like I for instance, like with Star Wars, Josh and I really like dissecting Star Wars and like really understanding the mechanics of things. And I want the explanations for it. It doesn't ruin it for me, and I do want it all to be very contiguous.
True.
You know,
Mhm.
but I can also enjoy it on that high level where like, hey, this story doesn't really do the main lore, the main canon any good, but it's fun.
Which, I will say they established. I've talked about this before. So Orb is the first Ultra we run into from his world in
Orb is
continuity
the first Ultra from his
that we run
world.
into. That we run into. There
Ah,
are others. I can think of 5 Ultras from 050, which is his world, but they're all
that have their
introduced.
own shows.
Uh, yes and no.
Oh, okay.
It's the Rube siblings, and then there's another one that gets introduced in Taiga.
Tyga or Tiga?
Taiga.
Oh, there's a difference.
Yep. Taiga was 2019's Ultraman.
Also, I say it every week, but I fucking love Tiga's entrance in
Yep.
the morph scene where he just goes.
Yep.
He just barks, and it's the funniest shit. I watched it 4 times this week. I'm like, I have to watch that back. I just hit back and just. It's so I love it. Like in a not making fun of it
Yep.
way, I actually do love it.
No, I get it. Like that little element of, like, it's just silly enough while also kind of being like
Fun.
yeah, yeah,
It's fun. It's
yeah,
just allowed to be fun. I
yeah.
love that each one like we need I was actually a little I'm actually always a little upset when we don't get the Sailor Moon transformation
Hmm.
and he just skips into the new um form
Yep.
because I love it when we get to hear how the different Ultraman emote and they're all every single one of them is different.
Yep.
And I think Tiga's my favorite.
You're so giddy with the
Yep.
Tigo.
Yeah.
I love it, man. He just makes me
Dude,
laugh every time.
It's just him screaming because he's being jerked into this world.
Yeah, imagine him like there's like a comic like cartoon Kane coming in from off screen, just
Again, I love that you love this, dude. It gets so fucking frustrating with like Rube takes it too far the other direction.
I mean, I can see this getting old real quick, but like the fact that they're not using it just like
Mhm.
spam, and it's not the same sound each time does it for me.
Yep.
I'm allowed to like the little weird things
Oh
that
yeah.
I like.
Oh yeah, dude. I totally get it. Ah man. No, this is like a really, really solid episode. Again, we're in for another two for sure that I can remember also being really, really good. And then I can't remember what 19's like. I'd have to look into that one. But
Well, back in on this, like it's always interesting to me that from our perspective as an audience member, Juggler almost always seems to have the upper hand.
mhm,
But we've seen Juggler get foiled more than once and just go, "Could you please let me win just once?"
yep.
So, like in this instance, it's which way should I feel for Juggler here?
Obviously, you should always feel for Juggler because he's right.
What is his philosophy? Can you tell me that right now? What is his
Yeah,
Oh
goal?
god.
his goal is to prove that Orb is a dick.
That is actually a lot of what he's trying to do.
I mean, I really didn't expect you to have that good of an answer.
That
I'll
is
be
like
completely honest.
that's it that's like over half of what he's trying to do is just
Like,
prove
oh
Guy
shit.
isn't better than him.
After watching the prequel series by complete and utter accident,
You have a pattern. You have a very clear
Guy's
and decided
kind of a
pattern.
dick.
Uh
An uppity dick.
he is a little bit like he mellows out a lot as he gets older.
Yeah, you'd think after
Several
being
thousand
3,000,
years.
yeah, 3,000 years.
Yep.
Manga reader.
Yeah.
No,
So
that
then
one's from the wiki.
That's somehow worse. That seems so low effort. It's worse.
so important thing to point out, I was double checking on this. So as Guy's lying in the forest after he has this vision of Naomi, he's holding a blank card in his hand.
Yes. What is with the blank card?
Yes,
It's
what could it
the card
possibly
of
be?
light.
No. It's the fact that Naomi's thumbs are super swollen in this scene.
It's because it's
I'm
the
sorry, what?
yes, that is. I feel like
I didn't.
they didn't
Did we
even.
just skipped over Burn Might? That's fine.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean, like
fine.
Burn
No,
Might hits him and then he disappears, and that's what he does.
Burn Might uses his Falcon body attack in order to cause a distraction, and it actually works on Juggler.
Yep.
I thought that was interesting.
Yeah.
Moving on. Okay, sounds good.
I mean, it's a
Fuck
solid
that
fight,
scene.
but I want to talk about this moment because this is like super, like, because he says some specific things along with getting the card that I
yeah,
want to make
like you
sure I
should see
say
a doctor.
because he's holding
Your
onto this
left
blank
thumb
card
is super swollen.
and he says, "I
What?
can't see anything about my own heart," as he's looking at this card, this blank card that he is looking at, and he doesn't know about the future he should protect.
Yeah, I think the card is supposed to represent
Naomi?
himself,
Hmm.
and it'll be the only card that he needs to transform into his old form. He won't have to combine his power with any others. But it's blank at the moment. I don't like this. No. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely. No, I'm done now. Fuck this.
I mean, Alex, you had a pretty solid
No,
hypothesis
my
there.
theories, my hypothesis means nothing now.
Your hypothesis
Meaningless.
means everything now. And then Juggler shows up dressed as a doctor to kill Naomi in the hospital.
Yeah, this just gave me like Joker from the Dark Knight feels where he's just in the nurse's outfit.
This is after that, so
Okay. I have this written down because I wanted to point this out. When we see just the silhouette of Juggler, 100% there was no ambiguity who that was.
No.
Like, I could tell from his shoes that was Juggler.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Juggler,
no,
rather.
we could just tell by the 3 dead bodies in the background.
Yeah.
No, oh my God, was there 3 dead bodies in the background?
Yeah, let's go back and watch.
Yeah, no, he's killed a bunch of people in the hospital. Yeah, if you look, there's 3 dead people behind him.
There's 3 dead bodies because I was looking at his shoes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like, there's 3 dead people.
I buy that. Oh my God, they're dead!
Yeah, no, he killed 3 people going into the hospital. Those are people that recognized he wasn't a doctor, and he killed them.
It wasn't the katana that set them off?
Well, no, he went and grabbed the katana after he killed them.
Yeah.
That katana... No, that katana was already there. That was like a doctor's katana.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Scalpel!
God, no, this is...
I did not notice the bodies. I was like, hey, who's this asshole? Oh, I know that asshole.
Yep.
And there's just dead people.
Yeah. Yeah, there's just 3 dead bodies behind him.
Like, Naomi's clearly dead.
Yeah.
Clearly.
The love interest is definitely dead.
Yeah. Yeah, main character? Nah,
Yep.
No plot armor.
Yep.
But what did those 3 interns do?
Oh, no, those were nurses and doctors.
Yeah. Those are people that
I don't know
would
which
have
is sadder.
recognized it.
But he's got a stethoscope.
The interns?
Yeah.
He's got a stethoscope and a coat, guys.
Yes.
That he stole from the doctor he killed.
I like the idea that he just walked in like, well, I'm dressed very nicely. They won't stop me. Hey, who the fuck are you? Shit. Well, he reaches out, snaps their neck.
Doesn't try, like, no plan B involved. Just, all right.
He just
on question 1, I bring out the death.
Yep.
He just brings up that stupid smile of his, just.
Yep. Kills this person, takes their coat, puts it on, starts walking again. Someone like in front of him's like, "Did you just kill him?" Snaps their neck, takes their stethoscope. Third person,
I really wish you hadn't seen that.
Third person's like, "Listen, I didn't see anything." He's like, "Yep, you better not have." Snaps their neck too.
Rips their face off. Wears it.
He's in a skin mask by the end of this episode. Wait, why did I even come in here?
And now he's just actually pretending to be a doctor. Well, Naomi, it looks like you suffered a massive coma.
I think I've really lost sight of the plot here.
Yep. I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing anymore.
I think I came to kill you, but it's going to be a lot more fun to operate on you. Rip.
Yep.
This
don't need that.
This just became spooky season.
Yeah. Spooky as fuck.
Yeah. Spooky. Oh, he did the thing where he's going to edit me out.
No, I'm doing.
I won't do it. I'm not abusing that power. We're not.
No. I saw Nick go like. Nyeh.
I'm checking to see if the writer and director worked on anything else. Because this one I'm curious about since it's so good. So the writer on this one, the director on this one was apparently the main director on Taiga, which I've been watching Taiga recently, and it's better than I had been led to believe. He's also worked on a bunch of Orb. He worked on Jeed. He worked on the Taiga movie. That was a really good one actually. And he worked on a lot of Rube too. Then the writer was the head writer for Jeed, the next series we're gonna watch,
which you recommend.
It's debatably my favorite.
Oh.
It has arguably the best first episode. Blazar's is really good, but goddamn, Jeed's first episode is so well done. Like it's It's
A part of
so
me,
well done.
a part of me wanted every Ultraman to start out like Kamen Rider,
hmm
the spider.
Blood?
Yep,
Oh.
dude.
Oh god, when are we
I
gonna do
need to
Kamen
see.
Rider?
I'm
I've
gonna.
already done 4 of them, okay?
mhm.
Yeah, I'm talking about the movie.
And they
Dude,
all
Shin Rider's so
start with
good.
spiders.
That's accurate. So does Shin Rider. So get ready for that.
Oh,
Sh-
God.
Shin Rider.
Why?
Shin Rider is something special.
Yep, it's fucking amazing. Anyway, yeah, tune in next time for an episode that I'm not gonna say the name of because it's really fucking good, but also super spoilery.
Is it Ultraman Orb episode 18 English sub? That's
Definitely
what
not
mine
18.
says.
It's 17, but yes.
That's what I meant to say.
Yep. All right. Tune in next time. Bye-bye.
I
Why do you do these things?
I looked down. I didn't realize that my episode
This is
continued.
how you get into these situations, sir.
I
All right.
don't remember.
To be is great.